An emotional day in a St. Louis courtroom. A Tennessee teenager talks about the night she lost her legs and nearly lost her life after getting hit by a car leaving a volleyball tournament.
And I was screaming because I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what. And so I tried to stand up, but my dad and my mom said no, to stay still.
The case is now in the hands of the jury. They've been deliberating for nearly 3 hours, and they have a lot to consider. Daniel Riley is facing 1 count of second-degree assault, 2 misdemeanor assaults, armed criminal action, and driving without a license. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann Allred. Janae Edmondson was on the stand for 30 minutes, recalling the night that changed her life forever. Before that, her mom testified for nearly an hour. We have 2 reports tonight. We begin with Christine Byers, who has been in the courtroom since day one. Christine.
Mike and Ann, I've been covering crime and courts in this town for quite some time, and today was some of the most gut-wrenching testimony I've ever heard. Janae Edmondson was just 17 years old when police say Daniel Riley blew through a yield sign and collided with another car, pinning Janae to a parked car and severing both of her legs. Today, the now 18-year-old wheeled herself into the courtroom to relive those moments for jurors, leaving her injuries exposed.
I felt something hit me, and it was warm. And then after that, I ended up on my stomach, face down, and I was screaming because I couldn't feel my body, and I was just in pain.
Her father, James Edmondson, used a stranger's belt as a tourniquet.
I heard my dad screaming, and he was tying something really tight around my legs. I didn't know what it was, but he was pulling, and I was thinking to myself, why, what's wrong? Why is this so tight around my leg?
Janae's mother, Francine Edmondson, also relived the accident.
I kept telling her, open your eyes, Janae. Keep your eyes open the whole time. I said, don't close your eyes. And the first thing she said was, Mom, I don't feel my legs. And I told her, I said, don't worry about it right now. I said, right now you got to focus on staying awake and looking at me. But as soon as they got her in the ambulance, I just started screaming and as loud as I could. I just was so hurt. I felt like my soul was ripped out of me.
In the year since, Janae has had 23 surgeries and has 6 more planned.
I was numb majority of the time that I was in the hospital, and even coming out, and even now my legs are still numb in places and I can't feel hardly anything.
Now, the defense took about an hour and a half to present their case, and then it was time for closings. And the defense attorney said to the jury, you need to take emotion out of your decision making. The jury, again, has been deliberating for about 3 hours, and they've had 3 questions so far. One with regard to intent, another asking about a transcript for a witness's testimony today, and also asking about medical records for the other people who were injured. Live outside the Carnahan Courthouse, Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Safety advocates in our area are also following this case closely. They tell us no matter the verdict, it's a call for action for local leaders to do more. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon just caught up with a group working to improve conditions for pedestrians. Brent.
The head of TrailNet just told me what happened to Janae Edmondson should not happen to anyone. She believes this is a case that's getting people talking, especially city leaders who her group is working with to crack down on traffic violence. After 3 days of hearing from the defense and the prosecution, the jury is now preparing a verdict. The Daniel Riley case has prompted outcries for change, including a shift in the city's political landscape, ultimately leading to the resignation of former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. Within the past hour, I caught up with the group TrailNet, who is now urging leaders in our region to enact changes to step up safety on our roadways.
No one should lose a limb, a life, just walking or biking on our streets. Our streets should be safe for everyone. Streets, unfortunately, right now are designed for cars to get you as a driver from A to B as fast as possible. and we have to think about it differently.
TrailNet's office is right next to the scene where Janae Edmondson was hit. The leader you just heard from says she walks that stretch of road often, which is why this case really hits home. More on the changes she's calling for tonight at 10.